Day number 2, got my coffee. Let's have a conversation. So the other day, or a few weeks back, I was driving in my car, and while I'm driving, I like to listen to audios. I like to always listen to, mostly educational. I like to continuously learn. So I'm driving, and my playlist is going, and it switches out. It knows what kind of stuff I like to listen to now. So I got the playlist going, and all of a sudden, it switches up, and I hear like a little voice. Sounds like a little girl at first, and I'm like, what is this? And it's a little girl, and I guess she's talking to a crowd, and I look real quick and glance, and I see that it's actually a woman. It's an older woman. She's in her maybe about like early 60s or so, and she was talking, and I was like, it's a short video. I think it was like a 7-minute to 10-minute video. And I was driving, so I didn't want to change it, start searching or anything like that. So I just thought, hey, it was meant for me to listen to this. So I listened to it. And she was talking about the struggles of her life, right? And something she started getting to was, she was talking how bad her life was and how bad things kept happening and just things weren't looking up. And she said later in life, she ended up coming across somebody, I believe, and I wish I could remember this woman's name. I wish I saved and bookmarked this video because it's actually changed my life, really. It's kind of crazy. So she said her life started to change, right? And it wasn't until she met I think she met someone, or someone invited her to church, something along those lines. And she said she was told to pretty much do a 21-day challenge. And the 21-day challenge was to listen to, a sermon a day. When you wake up, hit play. When you wake up, hit play for 21 days and listen to a sermon. So she went ahead and she was like, what could this hurt? Let me go ahead and try this out. My life's in shambles. And she went and did this, and it did something to her. She was explaining. She explained that it really it started to change her, and it started to change her mindset and everything. And she said she went from 21 days, and before she got done with 21 days, she was like, hey, let me keep going. She wanted to keep going. Before you know it, she just kept going. Before you know it, months had passed, and she's like, whoa, I've been doing this for months now. And she was noticing changes in herself and things around her and everything that's going on in her life. So as she's talking about all this good stuff that's starting to happen and all that, and she gets to the end, she goes, it's been, I want to say it was like 20-something years since then, 20-something, 30 years since then. And she's like, and I have not missed a day. And I still listen to it. And it's not that hard if you think about the concept of just waking up and pressing play. And she said she started off by having a little sticky note on her mirror in the bathroom that said press play. So all you gotta do is turn on like a sermon. Sermons aren't too long. They're about 30 minutes to about an hour sometimes, and if not, a little longer. And so I thought to myself, I want to try this, and for one, I've always struggled with like discipline and consistency and everything like that. And I was like, let me start with something like this and just kind of like, listen to the word, get closer to God. And I started doing it, and I would listen to different ones, and I would kind of just like go through, and I would honestly let my, because a lot of time my drive, my commute in the morning, my drive to work, I would always listen to something. So I'd be like, that's the perfect time to listen to it because it's quite a distance, So that would be when I would listen to a video, and I would come across these different ones, really, really good ones. And right now I gotta check what day I'm on, but I'm over like a month now. I'm like a month and like a weekend or so, and I haven't missed a day. I've been on it every single day, and it's the most amazing thing that you could do. Like I challenge you right now. If you're watching this right now, there's a reason why. Okay, maybe this came in your playlist. Who am I? This guy with sunglasses talking all this stuff. But maybe it came up. But just maybe this came up in your playlist for a reason. What's a 21-day challenge? Like, how hard is a 21-day challenge really? Like, we do all these things that we dedicate our lives to: video games, partying, clubs, bars, concerts, football. I mean, what is a few minutes in the morning of your time, you know, and that's the best time in the morning is to get the word. So I challenge you, if you're watching this, 21-day challenge. Listen to some sermons. You can listen, pick a pastor. If you can't pick one, do what I did too. I just kind of typed in some sermons and I ended up coming across someone amazing. Very, very amazing. His name is actually Pastor Craig. I can't say his last name the best. I'm going to have to look it up, and I'll go ahead and put it into the description at the bottom. And his stuff was amazing. Like at first I was kind of hesitant, but I let his stuff play, and man, his stuff was good, really, really good. And I started listening to him every single day. I've been listening to his stuff every single day, and he's really good. And the other day I was listening to it and I was like, wow. I was just, felt amazing, and the message was really good. It was all there. And I just thought to myself, I was like, I wonder where he preaches at. I wonder where he does this at. And I went and Googled it, and turns out he's in Fort Worth, Texas. For those who don't know, Fort Worth, Texas, I'm in Arlington, Texas, kind of by Dallas, Texas. It's not too far. I'm like in the middle of Dallas, Texas, in the middle of Fort Worth. So it's like I'm right in the middle. So Fort Worth's not too far from me. I can make that. It's probably like a 30-something minute drive or so. So I'm going to go over there and check out his service and everything. I haven't gone yet, but I just want to tell you, back to the subject of what I was talking about listening to a sermon in the morning a day and just pressing play. It's done wonders for me, and it still is. And I can't stress the amazing things that are just working within me by doing this. And I just wanted to share with you guys. It's like, why not? Why not? I have access to a camera and YouTube, and I got my channel. So jump in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you guys listen to sermons? Do you believe? What are your thoughts on all this? But it's really doing very good for me, and it's making me honestly a better person. So with that being said, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment. I would love to have a conversation with you guys, and let me know what you would love to hear about on the next video. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one.